What's going on, Stick Crew? Welcome back to the Stick Crew podcast with your host, Vin Van Ekirk, and Mr. Connor Farley, right across from me. Anyways, you guys.
That was a nice change of pace, yeah.
Welcome into the Stick Crew podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. We're gonna do a little express episode here for NHL today. It's just something really short. We don't have a lot of time. We're down quite a few men, so we're gonna be whipping through just what's going on recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, playoffs are approaching for NHL, for NBA. We just had Michigan win the national championship for basketball.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some Masters content coming up here with a special guest.
Yeah, first ever Stick Crew guest, I do believe, yeah.
Chatting some bogeys and some fucking pars and all that fun golf stuff that we know so much about.
That we're super tapped into.
Very
Hopefully
very
someone to explain why there are so many children running around the Masters. That's
But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube, put on those notifications, follow on the Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, X, and we got a Discord now. Link is going to be in the description, so make sure to join the Discord if you want to chat about some stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's get right into it with our Stick Crew standouts here for the NHL in the last week. I'm going to lead it off here with Mr. Robert Thomas from the St. Louis Blues. And I wasn't going to pick somebody from a team that wasn't really contending because, like, I feel like that's just boring.
They're kind of just playing just because, yeah.
They're just playing. And, like, teams tend to let off a lot when they know they're not making the playoffs or whatever. But believe it or not, the Blues are still somehow in contention. They're on the edge of being eliminated, but that hasn't stopped Robert Thomas from immediately coming back from injury. He's got 5 goals and 2 assists in his last 3 games played. I know that that's going to change because by the time this is released, there's going to be a few more games after that. But a pretty awesome run here for Robert Thomas. And I mean, the Blues, they're 6 points back from a wild card. So it's not looking great, but
it's not promising.
But you love to see it if you have Robert Thomas in your lineup, if you're in the fantasy finals here. But yeah, no, he's been a stud. Who do you got, Connor?
Yeah, it's better than just rolling over and dying, I guess, right? So it's something. I've got Rickard Raquel from the Pittsburgh Penguins, who's on an absolute fucking heater right now. He's got 11 goals in his last 10 games. Not points, fucking goals. He's scored crazy in each of the last 5. Pittsburgh's kind of right. I think they're second in their division right now. So kind of nice little output going into playoffs. Probably not a team that anyone's expecting a super deep run out of, but
no,
it's nice to see someone else stepping up there in Pittsburgh.
They've been steady the whole year, though.
Yeah, they've been solid. Yeah,
surprisingly, with how many injuries they've had, with all the goalie switch ups, and having Stuart Skinner in your fucking net.
Yeah, just having Stuart Skinner at all,
just in general.
That's a handicap that is hard to overcome for sure.
Would love to see them make it further than the Oilers, though. That would be something.
Yeah, they just feel like a fucking Game 7 round 1 or quicken out in round 2 type team this year.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really complain having Sid on your team in any sense. So
he'll get you there.
He's going to do what he can when he's healthy. But yeah, we were going to have Bray here, and he had Macklin Celebrini. So shout out Braden, who's going to be on the golf episode. And shout out Mac.
Shout out Mac. Big fans of Mac over here.
Huge name on the podcast. We love a good Celebrini.
Macklin Celebrini gets a lot of love on this pod.
We're going to go over some injury updates. Cale Makar has been out the last few games with an upper body injury. Sounds like he's going to be okay, which is good heading into playoffs for them because he's kind of a must for their just offensive production. And obviously he's one of their best defensemen. So
absolutely,
defensively,
yeah.
But And then Nazem Kadri left a game or two ago. He's dealing with a finger injury. Sounds like he's going to be all right. Two guys that, yeah, you kind of need to have for
Yeah.
like the Stanley Cup
And I
favorites
think they're
here.
probably just nagging little injuries that you're not going to rush them back. They're clear cut in the playoffs.
They're locked in. Yeah,
You're not going to rush them back if you don't have to,
they don't
right?
want to
So
take any chances there. Leon Draisaitl still hasn't resumed skating,
Oof.
which is a little concerning for the Oilers here, who haven't even clinched yet. I think they're first in the Pacific right now, and they still haven't clinched.
yeah, that one's you need them back soon. That's like the opposite of the Avalanche problem. That team is not doing shit.
Yeah, if you don't have Dry in the first round, I mean, like, not saying McDavid can't carry the load, but that's just not somewhere you want to be at all. Like,
No.
all your forward depth is out the window. Zach Hyman is also out with an injury. It's undisclosed, but he's missed the last few games, and that's like another, top line guy that
That's
plays with
another
McDavid,
huge piece for you, yeah.
right? So it's like not what you want to see if you're an Oilers team, an Oilers fan, but they somehow find a way to fucking make it far in the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah,
So
they squeak by. It's
they-
two key stars going down right before the playoffs sounds eerily similar to some shit I'm dealing with.
Mhm. Yeah, not ideal there.
Not even a little.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, though, and this was something that I saw yesterday that I found really hard to believe. You know who the number one defenseman in fantasy hockey is this year?
Is it Evan Bouchard?
Evan Bouchard.
That's wild. I mean, he's very productive offensively, though, so I guess it makes some sense, but
Yeah.
even still.
And he's in the top 10
Just points?
overall players.
Holy shit.
It's unreal.
That seems asinine, yeah.
It's actually unreal. And like I know how much shit he was getting like at the start of the year. So to see where he's finishing is pretty crazy. I mean, I think he was like a 4th round, 5th round guy, maybe even. Because like Makar, there were so many obvious picks before Bouchard, but
Yeah, no one was taking Evan Bouchard as the first
no.
D-man off the board, and they probably won't next year.
No, probably not. It'll still be Makar or Jack Hughes, but
He's just got kind of a nasty stink to him.
I know.
It's like, oh, he's Evan Bouchard.
He's not a really great looking guy either. He's kind of
he's just one
weird
of those,
looking.
Well, he's a good fantasy player though. He's like one of those guys that doesn't necessarily translate to the actual real life production. Look at him; he's a bit of a pylon on the defensive end, but
Yeah.
shit, if you can win your fantasy matchup, it's good for something.
Yeah, value definitely probably going up there as long as McDavid's on that team at least, good offensive value for Evan Bouchard.
Yeah.
Brandon Hagel is out with lower body injuries, missed the last 4 games, I think 5 games now. Anthony Cirelli is out. Hedman is out with personal and other issues. I know you had to drop him in fantasy. That was kind of sad.
I did. Yeah,
after the trade that you
there's
guys
like
made.
a couple guys that have been ravaging my team with injuries.
No Austin Matthews, no Victor
No
Hedman,
Austin
and this man's
Matthews.
still
kicking,
keeping
we're
in
still
there.
fighting.
Yeah, you love to see it. But yeah, those are some key guys for the Lightning. I mean, they don't sound too concerned. I know the Lightning are usually good at managing their players, so they're definitely a heavy favorite coming out of the East.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as they have those guys though, because that is a lot of depth for them. Like Hagel's just been fucking lights out for most of this year, but
yeah, they're a heavy favorite provided these guys get back in a reasonable time here.
Yeah. Cutter Gauthier is out with an upper body injury. He's missed 5 games now.
That'd be another one.
Another big name, who's been like unreal for the Ducks, who are in 2nd place or 3rd place now in the Pacific. They're hoping to keep in the playoff hunt. It's looking relatively good for them. They're at 87 points.
Yeah, I think they should be fine. I think really as long as none of those kind of top bunch fall off dramatically. It's that last wild card spot that's looking really tight.
Ooh, yeah,
those
baby.
spreads.
We'll get to that in a sec. Stuart Skinner got hit with the. Speaking of Stuart Skinner, he got hit with the puck like while he was sitting on the bench.
I dropped them for that. The sheer fact that I even had to start him is a bad enough problem as is.
When does that ever happen? You know, it's just like
it's such a Stuart Skinner thing to happen too.
yeah.
Of course he would
guy.
fucking get domed by a puck on the bench.
Poor guy. Can't even stay healthy when he's not playing.
One of the few pucks he stopped.
Yeah. No, literally. You'd think his reaction time would be a little better than that. But oh well. I guess you can't ask everything of the guy. Damon Severson undergoes shoulder surgery. He was a pretty big key piece for the defensive core of the Blue Jackets. I mean, they're still in the hunt. They're one spot out of the wild card right now, so they have a chance. So not great to see one of your top D-men kind of go. I know he's like defensively he's a really great player for fantasy. He was actually all right this year, but yeah, we're gonna. And then Uyghur, I know he was dealing with an upper body. I'm not sure if he played yesterday though, but I think he'll be okay. Going over to our news though, big game last night for the Nashville Predators. Justice Annunen or Eustace Annunen, however you want to say that.
Eustace probably,
something
right?
European, yeah.
Something European.
Yeah, big 45 save shutout against the Anaheim Ducks. Just like unreal. In Anaheim too, while you're competing for a wild card spot, and it's not even Saros. Like, you know, you'd look
you're the backup, right?
You'd look at the fucking score and you'd be like, oh yeah, Saros 45 save shutout.
Big day.
Dude, backup goalie shutting out the third team in the Pacific right now. You just, I don't know, you just love to see it. Like, this team has just been playing so differently in the last few weeks, and it's fun to watch. Like, they're just coming together so well right now, and they're playing with heart. And yeah, it's a little concerning for the Ducks, you know, but hey man, that it happens to everybody.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't get one through.
You just got these freak games sometimes, right? Guys decide to go beast mode, but yeah, big for the Preds going in, trying to lock in that wild card spot. Huge. We got some news today that Ovi is going to decide this summer whether he wants to retire or not. Which, yeah. I mean, I feel is pretty surprising because I kind of would have thought. Yeah. I would have thought he would have, said something by now, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one because he's kind of one of those guys that can just fuck off whenever he pleases at this point.
Yeah, he's broken the record. You know, he doesn't have too much more to prove, I guess.
Well, that was the last kind of thing waiting, right? Like once he got that, he was kind of good to go whenever.
Yeah.
The Caps are in kind of a weird spot where
they're not sure if they're
not really contending for anything real anytime soon, at least not in a OV type timeline.
Especially after trading like John Carlson, like someone who's been there with him for years, you know, it's kind of like
it's probably time to move on from that era, so
which, you know, it would be really sad. I mean, like I feel like that takes so much out of, you know, just like kind of the emotion throughout the league if you just announce that you're not coming back like after the season's done.
It's not like a random July.
Whereas like, you know, what most players do, they'll announce like, oh, this like before the season, they're like, oh, this will be my last year.
Yeah, you like to see the retirement tour sometimes with guys like that.
Exactly. I don't see him going out without a retirement tour, honestly.
No, it just makes a lot of sense. But he's also just he's an odd duck, man.
Yeah.
Like he is the type that just would too. He'd just fucking call it a day. I'm fucking off back to Russia for the next decade, and you guys might see me 3 to 4 times over the next 15 years.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
I'm gonna go play some hockey against Ukraine.
Yeah, like he would do some shit like that, right? Just join some Russian league for the next 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see something like that. He seems kind of like Jokic, you know?
Yeah.
Like he just like he loves just doing his own random shit.
Yeah, very Jokic-esque. Like one day Jokic is just gonna fuck off and go play with his horses and
he's not even gonna announce like a retirement.
No, man absolutely has no interest in a retirement tour, I wouldn't think.
No. God no. Um,
He already looks like he doesn't want to be there.
yeah, and he's like still in the MVP
It's
race.
just like a
He's like casually getting MVPs.
MVP numbers, and he wishes he was literally anywhere else.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, it would be really sad to see Ovechkin go. I'd love to go see him play at least once more before he's gone. I feel like that would be such a cool.
Year.
I feel like that would just be such a cool like game to be at, or just.
Well, there's just not a lot of guys. Like realistically, there's 2 of them in the league right now that even warrant the big retirement tour ordeal.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're looking at when Sid calls it, and then when Ovi calls it, and then
100%.
We're looking at a long time before there's another. We get to the McDavids and all them, but
yeah, hell of a player, man. One of the best of all time for sure. I don't know if you saw this, but a fucking baby was born at the Oilers game the other night.
Poor kid. My God, this poor child. Oh, he's probably gonna grow up to be a meth head or something. I don't know. It's what a horrible place to be born.
That's gonna be all he's known for. Like,
God.
Hey, it's that kid that was
poor bugger. Your first sight is fucking Tristan Jarry. Yikes. Evan Bouchard.
Yeah, no, literally. And I mean, like, people were calling him like Mick Jesus already. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it can go one of 2 ways.
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine. I can't imagine one of the worst things being known for as a person than being born at an Edmonton Oilers game.
Oh, it's just brutal, right? It's like that's like being conceived at a Kid Rock concert.
So that's where Spencer was born.
That's Spencer's wet dream, yeah. Yeah, that's mental. I don't even know how that. How do you end up at an Oilers game if you're that pregnant as is?
So I'm telling you, man, they don't know how to do math up there.
They don't. She fully thought she was 6 months pregnant.
Oh, that shows you how
just bad. I mean,
that shows you how intelligent the Edmontonians are.
They got those big fucking escalators in that arena too. This poor lady had to haul her child down. It's just
was there was there a doctor like on scene?
There had to be I don't even know how that works. Did they call it out like the 50-50 winner? Like if you're a medical professional, there's a lady going into labor.
Yeah, we need your help on the 7th floor.
Yeah, I don't even know how that came to be. Like
reward will be assigned.
Was she just going to take a shit or something? And oh, he's coming. Was it a boy or girl? Do we know?
Imagine plopping into a fucking toilet in a shitter in the Oilers rink.
Yeah, people from northern Alberta just yelling slurs and shit onto the ice.
That's disgusting.
Just mental. But did they win that game?
Talk about being born cursed.
Yeah, just bad. Maybe that kid grows up to be a Flame one day. That would be the funniest,
that would be ironic,
possible outcome. Just an absolute stud, but he's a Flame.
I don't know. It was Vegas. They did win 4-2.
They did win, eh?
Yeah, wow. So there's some good juju there at least.
There's something promising, I suppose.
Yeah. They gotta get an interview with her or something.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll probably bring her back at some point. It's probably a little too fresh post game to.
Yeah. Post game interview. She's just in the locker room with the boys. She just
delivers it like the hockey players do. It was a good effort out there. The Doc said push. I pushed. All the guys rallied, and
those rink beers really helped.
Zane Parek's pissed off at her for being too robotic.
Holy fuck. I looked at Evan Bouchard's face and it kind of just slipped right out.
Yeah, I'd send anyone into labor. Good God.
Holy.
Oh, just fucked.
We'll go into the wild card talk here, playoff predictions, and kind of just what is currently happening. We got the Central and Atlantic divisions locked up.
Yep.
That honestly is not really much of a surprise whatsoever.
Not even remotely.
Yeah.
Fuck, when did we start this pod? We started doing the hockey pod in October. I think that the fucking Central division was locked up since then.
100%. We have our first matchup ready to go. It's going to be the Stars and the Wild, which is gonna be just an absurd series.
Just
Like,
mental. That is a crazy fucking round one matchup.
yeah, you just which kind of sucks because
No, it fully sucks.
you don't.
Whoever 2 and 3 in that division were gonna be, that was gonna suck
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah. You
Because
don't like seeing one of those teams go out first. So
no, like either of those two could easily make the cup.
who are you gonna take though?
I'm kind of rocking with Minnesota, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm rocking with Minnesota. But it is fucking tight.
So close, dude.
I
Like I
feel
feel
like
like
that's going 7,
it has to. It
right?
has to go 7. I
Yeah.
feel like both teams are just so deep. Like,
No, they are. It's seriously like one of the grossest first round matchups in anything in recent memory.
yeah, like they have been at the top the whole year. Like that's your 2 and 3. I mean, I guess Carolina is technically in 2 right now. They got 106 points, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Um, Minnesota's slipped a little bit recently. Man, that is just
It's just gross.
Like the goaltending is pretty solid on both sides. I'd maybe give it to Ottinger, especially like with what we've seen him do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like he tends to lock in, so like that definitely helps.
Yeah, he definitely elevates in the playoffs.
It's just with I feel like there's more injuries happening with the Stars, so it's like I don't know,
it's like very much anyone's.
Rupe Hintz is still out. So like he's a big key if he's playing or not, because he's like usually their line one center. So I feel like if Hintz
that's a huge piece.
If Hintz is playing, that definitely plays a huge part. And then they're obviously missing Tyler Seguin, who is huge for them.
Yep.
So I don't know, man.
Michael Bunting.
Fuck, like with Quinn Hughes, like that just
The Stars are kind of limping right now, though. 3-5-2 in their last 10.
They barely beat the Flames in overtime last night. I don't know if you watched that, but
yeah, because of course the Flames need to just keep racking up points.
They needed a fucking 4-minute major in overtime to win too.
I know.
Devin Cooley was standing on his fucking head. Like he was making unreal saves.
My God.
But which, in classic Flames fashion, trying to get Gavin McKenna locked up, but in other
trying
news,
not to, apparently. Good God.
In other news, Vancouver actually has officially clinched the top lottery odds.
They've secured it, yeah.
Which, as a Flames fan, is the worst thing that you
don't love to see it, yeah.
But hey, man, I mean, both teams are kind of in need of a good superstar. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, the Canucks still have Pettersson though, and he's like kind of a superstar. So
yeah, we deserve it.
They can get fucked
if the league is. Listen, if the league is rigged and the lottery is rigged as they say it is, it's Calgary's leaving with that top pick.
I think Calgary. I think we still get it. I think we still get it, even if we're in third.
It just makes so much sense.
It just does, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just makes so much sense. They're not like outwardly tanking right now. Let's reward the good guys.
We got a new arena that we spent like $1 billion on.
In an era of just like disgusting tanking across all these leagues.
Yeah.
It's bad. I mean, I don't even know if Vancouver's tanking intentionally. They might just really suck that bad.
Yeah.
But some of these teams are tanking horrendously.
I also just like would hate to see a team that like traded away their franchise player just to get
luck out.
Just to fucking luck out. Yeah.
The fucking Dallas Mavericks method.
Yeah. Like, come on, dude. It's
literally
the Mavericks trading Luka and getting Cooper Flag.
Stumbling into Cooper Flag. That was gross. At least there's not tanking to that degree. I saw the Sacramento Kings yesterday that were like beating the Warriors and started fouling them intentionally so that they could lose.
Jesus Christ.
It's so bad.
We'll definitely get into some NBA shit a lot more next week.
Yeah, we'll tap in a little bit as those kind of get finalized.
The NBA playoffs start next week. We might do some live streams for play-in and shit like that. Who knows?
We'll play in tourney.
We'll get some of the coverage on that. But anyways, back to the wild card here. It's the wild card of the Tusks right now is what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
We got the Mammoth and the Predators sitting in there. Mammoth got a new
There's
fucking
Zamboni.
Zamboni.
That thing
you
is
know,
fucking awesome.
That's like the biggest news out of Utah right
Holy
now.
shit, man. The fucking Mormon wives and their new Zambonians. That state is cooking right now. Good God. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, who knows? That might be all they need to lock in a playoff
Zamoth,
spot.
they called
the
it.
Zamoth, bro.
That thing is wicked.
Yeah, it's badass, dude. Like the rims on that thing too. They got like some pimpin' ass wheels and shit.
I don't want them to ever lose again.
Yeah.
That thing is wicked.
I also just I love Mackenzie Weegar, so I'm rooting for him if they make it.
Yeah, I'd like to see Weegs do a little something.
I think they're a fun young team.
Yeah.
They beat the Oilers in overtime last night. Like, just everything
Take it.
a Calgarian loves to see. You know, Mormons beating McDavid.
Mormons beating McDavid.
But yeah, they seem to be like fairly locked in right now. It's not 100% just yet, but you know they've kind of gapped the Predators quite a bit there.
Yep. Yeah, it's that last spot that is just so yuck.
It's so hit or miss right now. It's gonna be interesting.
Sharks I'd like to see get in.
Yeah, so we have the Kings obviously with 83 points, Predators with 84. LA does have a game in hand on the Predators. But San Jose, they play the Oilers tonight, and they have 2 games in hand on the Predators.
Yep.
So they got a decent chance if they can win out.
Yeah.
If they can win out, they got a decent chance of making it. Their remaining schedule is the Oilers tonight. So by the time you guys watch this, that game's going to be done. They have the Ducks, Canucks, Predators, which is going to be a huge one, and then the Blackhawks and the Jets. So honestly, like that's a pretty favorable.
They have that many games left?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's wild.
Which is, I mean, the more games left, I guess, the better. But
yeah, so they honestly like this is a schedule that I can see them thriving in. The Oilers is going to be a tough one, but they're on a back-to-back and just lost to Utah. So like, why the fuck can't the Sharks beat them?
I would love to see it. I would love to see the Sharks get in.
They're at home. The Ducks just got shut out by the Predators by their backup goalie, and they play the Ducks next. So that's another one, and then fucking Preds, Canucks, Blackhawks, Jets. It's going to be that Preds game and this Oilers game that I think, or the Preds game and the Ducks game, which really kind of helps decide it, I think, for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be really exciting. The Kings have the Canucks, Oilers, Kraken, Canucks again, and the Flames. So not bad, but they can't seem to win in the Saddle Dome to save their life.
Can't.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. The Kings are a little shaky right now, and I mean the good thing is they have the G League ass Canucks that they get to play twice. So
That's a nice
those
Flames,
should be
of course.
Those should be guaranteed.
I fully thought about that. That was one of the items up for the silent auction that we were at the other day. Kings Flames tickets.
Yep.
I almost wanted to just buy them to wave them in for the spin.
There was a signed Wolf jersey too that
there was.
It went for like 400 or something.
Yeah.
No, but it was at like 350 for so long, and I'm like, dude, that's like the price of a regular
one. I know
that's not signed. You know, like
I know. I think Oran's jersey went for the same amount as the Wolf one.
Yeah.
Just wild.
Huge flex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huge flex.
It's a dub for the boy, yeah.
We'll get him on the pod sooner or later.
Yeah, we got to get Aaron on the pod with the medal.
I mean, I said that, you know, we wouldn't have him on unless he won gold and they won silver, but, you know.
Just less urgency now.
Yeah, it's better than bronze.
It's better than bronze. Yeah, at least he's not coming on with a bronze medal.
Yeah. But yeah, tight race here, man. It's really looking like the Sharks, Kings, and Predators are going to battle it out here. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
It's a fun little race. I like a late season race.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Not like the NBA where everything's fucking
locked over,
locked in like weeks in advance.
The gap is like so wide.
I've never seen a playoff picture like locked in so hard. I mean, obviously, like the matchups,
the seeding can still change around a bit, but the like who's in and who's out is just so widely different.
Just disgusting. But once again, we'll get into that
we'll
at a
touch
different
on
time.
that more next week. Yeah.
Penguins and Bruins look like they're locked in the East. The Metro is open, though. We have the Flyers currently sitting in the 3rd spot. Penguins look like they're going to lock it in here soon in number 2. But we do have the Flyers in the 3rd spot in the Metro. Bruins are at 96 points, so they're looking pretty good. But we have the Senators in the second wild card spot. They have 92 points. Blue Jackets with 90, just outside of the wild card, and then the Red Wings and the Islanders with 89 points each. So a little bit of a race here as well. This one is such a toss up for me though. Like personally, I think the Senators and the Red Wings are probably the two best team out of that bunch. But
yeah, you're not wrong. It is kind of wide up in the air.
yeah, I don't know. I do like the depth on the Senators. It's just
Yep.
their goaltending is so shaky, and I don't know.
Yeah, it can kind of go however.
I don't know. The other teams, they're teams that are not that proven.
First round bounce.
Not that proven first round bounce. Dude, the Red Wings haven't been in the playoffs in 9 years, which I think is like the highest.
Just pretty wild.
It's like the longest playoff drought in the NHL, I believe.
It's got to be now, right? With the Sabres in?
Yeah.
Because the Sabres were the longest in sports.
Yeah. And
now this year.
They're locked in. That's going to be so fun to watch them, man.
So that's another fun little record that the New York Jets have taken back for themselves. But fuck Sabres hockey, man. Like I don't even think I had hair on my balls the last time that the Sabres were a playoff hockey team. It's mental.
But yeah, the Bruins and the Sens are both in the Atlantic, so it's really up to one of these Metro teams to kind of kick one of those guys out.
Yeah.
If anybody though, like it's crazy to see the Flyers in third place, man.
It's baffling.
Like I just and I know how much shit I've talked about them just being a nothing burger. I know they're gonna make.
We put up a clip today.
They're gonna make some Cinderella run or some shit, but like
all the way to the Cup final, and they'll beat Connor McDavid.
Book it right now. We'll see that happen, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Metro's just such a gross division this year, excluding the Hurricanes.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, it's kind of the redheaded stepchild of the.
We'll do a whole playoff.
Well, it's not the Pacific.
Exactly.
If that's the redheaded stepchild,
but it's not.
I don't know what the Pacific is. It's the kid that no one even bothered to adopt.
The ugly stepsister. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna do we'll do a full kind of playoff bracket prediction and everything.
Yeah, once they're all kind of more
when that gets all locked
set in stone in the next week or two here.
We'll get that done when everything's fully locked in.
I know Big R wants in on a bracket prediction.
Yeah, I might do a little stick crew bracket challenge or something.
A little bracket challenge, yeah.
That could be fun. But yeah, you guys, I mean, that's gonna be it for this episode. Just a quick little NHL episode, kind of talk about just what's been going on recently. The Leafs just got shit kicked by the Capitals.
No shocker.
Kind of a nothing burger there, but we're going to be watching this Oilers and Sharks game, which is just starting. Should be pretty exciting. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Sharks here hopping into the playoffs. So
here's hoping.
Make sure to follow on the Instagram, the TikTok, and on the X, and make sure to go listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, subscribe on the YouTube, and join the Discord as well. Hop in the Discord.
A little bit of everything.
Might be chatting some playoff stuff. And yeah, who knows? We'll probably have some brackets out to you. We still have the NBA best bets coming out every single day, so make sure to check on the socials for that as well if you're into some props. Playoffs are coming up, so it's going to be an exciting time for that. And we're gonna maybe have some Masters bets as well that we're gonna chat with the boys. So
there's nothing wrong. Yeah, some Masters bets would be fun.
If you guys are into some golf, make sure to be looking out for that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys, or listening. Sticks down, drinks up. Have a good week, y'all.
Peace.